welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. We're on a dog walk today because of lockdown. I don't think we're going to get any overnights, but we can walk into these woods from the house, so we're lucky to have this on our doorstep. It's been really cold up here in Scotland. It's been pretty well hovering about freezing for about the last week. The sun's just coming up behind the camera. I'm going to try and put the hammock up in this little bit of wood. We camped further up there. It's not massive, and there's a one wee dog walker path down there, so when you're trying to, it's almost kind of urban. You know, you're a mile or two out of a wee town, but quite popular. So, but just needing to get some space, get out into the fresh air. We're going to just cook a little bit of lunch, hang a hammock up, and the sun, hopefully we'll get a couple hours of afternoon sun, and because we're in the wood it feels quite sheltered. So I've got my air mat I'm going to put under my hammock, and there's a chance that I might get an overnight in the back garden. Full winter. I would say it's about minus, I don't know, last night, certainly by the looks of the frost this morning and the ice, -3, -4, so I want to try and get a winter. That was my plan, but we're on lockdown for the rest of January, so I don't know, but you need to make the best of it, you know, and spend time outdoors and try and hold on to stuff that's precious to us, that we enjoy, that's good for our mental health particularly. So, but thanks again for tuning in. This one's on good form. She's been doing really well, haven't you? No complaints from her. I've got some nice ham and some nice lunch for her, so she'll have a good lunch as well. So I'm going to try and find a couple of trees and get the hammock up, and I'll talk you through wee bits and pieces as we go. I've got my little wood burner. I'm just going to have a wee quick local little lunch spot. No one's around, it's nice and quiet, so hope you guys are taking care out there, and thanks again for tuning in. So I've just put, I'm going to double that as a single knot at both ends. So make sure it's out the back, because that was my you can try it both ways and see what's more comfortable. It should be about 30-degree angle. So if you do this with your fingers, that should be about a 30-degree angle. So it should be kind of, so it could probably be doing with a bit steeper. It's not far off it. Second time out in the hammock, already feeling a bit more confident. Man, yeah, this is it. Got a wee bit of the daytime winter sun coming through the trees. She's a bit warmer. The last time we took it up the hill, so it's a bit more exposed and a bit colder. I'm going to stick my air mat underneath this, because most of your heat's lost underneath. So a couple of nice little robins floating about, and I'm just going to enjoy an extended dog walk by myself just now. First week back at work was busy. A lot of people are really struggling now. world of substance use and support, so we're trying to support people who are really vulnerable and struggling a lot, so it's been quite a tough week. But anyway, more about the medicinal purposes and of getting out into the fresh air and the woods. Just grounding yourself, being mindful, looking at the trees, looking at them swaying. We've got a good bit of time. We came up a bit earlier, so we're going to get a little bit of wood, have a little bit of lunch and get down the road. So we're not far. We can walk and we're not out for long. It's really nice if you split a little bit, just to get that dry inner wood to start it. Nice. It's fun doing everything in miniature. It's easy. It's fun. Nice. That's going to burn that. I'm going to set up the little stove, compact. Check out some of my other reviews, guys. What's that? Upside down. That's it. Simple as that. Once that little bottom grate falls into place, that's what you get your rigidity. That was your little ash pan. That's your grill top. I've brought a tiny little bit of card and a couple of, just for speed and haste. Put that in there, actually, that's good, yeah. And to be honest with you, I might take that back because there's so much dry wood here. Just a little bit of cardboard just to kick it off in there, and then plenty of dried stuff as well that we'll just add once we get a bit of movement with the fire. She's in her bed. See how we do that. I'll just close that completely. It's a good way to start it. Keeps the wind to a minimum. I'm not sure which way the wind's blowing. So we'll just get little twigs that should pick up nice and quick. Give it a good kick off. You want some bigger bits taking a hold. Okay, so we're going to pop the air mat for the first time into the sleeve that is in the DD Frontline Hammock. Let's get it sort of in the centre. I think most of the DD hammocks come with this inbuilt air mat or foam mat sleeve for, I suppose, all year round. Let's make sure it's about situated in the middle. That was nice. I just got a phone call from an old friend Ian there. So it's slightly trickier to get in with the mat. Oh yeah, that feels good. So the undersides, that's a really good Thermarest R rating to sub-zero, so that'll be more comfortable. We're going to have some, I'm going to get the cooker on, get the frying pan on, and took a call, gathered some wood, chopped some wood, got the fire going, quick bite of lunch. Nice. We've managed to forget a cooking pot, so we're going to compromise and do it in stages. We're just having a little bit of pork belly, sweet pork belly with some lentil. The stove's going nice. I got a new microphone, this woolly thing as well, because the new microphone was really sort of stressing me out with so we're just going to dice this bit of pork belly. My handy little Mora Eldris. Again, check out my reviews. Great little knife. So I'm just going to, the fire's kicking a bit of heat, we're quite sheltered in the woods. Just cutting this up in the plastic tray just to minimise kind of uncooked food on my chopping board. Let's see, it's shrinking down. Quite brown. See the fire's keeping nicely. Fire starting there. Some barbecue sauce. Some sweet chilli. Just to soy sauce, chilli. Should getting that looking good though. Sweet, sticky. Oh, yumminess. I'm going to try and cook the lentil. I've managed to forget my pot, and I need to save that for coffee, so I'm not 100% sure. Boil a bit of water anyway, because the lentils need boiling water. Jeez, that is looking yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So this is the only cooking vessel I've got. So we can boil some water. Let's get it on. A bit of warping already on that. This is when the truth will start appearing. So, wow, that's looking nice. That's one of the really exciting things about when you're out. You need to work things out. So I'm going to use the frying pan for these lentils, and all you do is add a bit of boiling water, which is there. I'm just going to use the frying pan, which I've kind of drained most of the fat out of from the pork. So it's always, you have to think on your feet. You have to make do. You have to compromise. You have to okay, so that's that. So we can add this water, bit of boiling water to that, and then just use that. Let's knock that off so I can just need that for the cup. Get more wood in. Like I said before, you don't want to let it run out. I'm going to get her food as well. There we go. Cross it so there's lots of air going in there. Nice. So, sweet marinated pork. With a nice tomato lentil. Perfect. It's done. Absolutely sorted. I'm going to pop that in there. Pop a few more. We haven't used much wood. We're not out for long today, which is great. I'll put a couple of thicker bits on. That's really nice. We're starting to cool down now, but it was roasting. Hope everyone watching's taking a little bit of time to yourselves. Whatever that is, we're in this for the long haul. We need to be really trying to look after ourselves to the maximum so we get through this healthy and positive. I really feel for the people that are in in really difficult positions, losing people that they love, or getting treatment for, you know, cancers and stuff, and you can't take people in. It's just everything. So I'm thinking about everyone. I'm praying that everyone's been strong and trying to cope the best they can. Not drinking too much, not using any drugs. That's been really nice, that. Needs to cool down. No. So I got a little pile of these little, they're kind of Hessian sort of bags off Amazon. They were really cheap, for like 50 I think it was. Not much, a few pounds. So we're gonna, 1, 2, got the mat in, so it's going to take a wee bit of getting used to. You get in there. Get in there. Nice. That's looking, it's pretty well on a boil. Managed to melt the little end, the one that opening up and getting. Nice. Looks quite. Yeah, looks good. Smells good. Let's put that there. Let's try this out. It's quite strong. Nice. It's homemade, what we call double biscuits. April's doing some baking. Not sure if Mia helped. Come on, Mia. Well, that's been a really nice little trip into the woods with Audrey, just for an extended dog walk. Very nice. It's so nice when it's about freezing and got a wee fire on. You're warming your hands. No one's around, it's peaceful and quiet. to breathe. Well guys, I'm going to be packing up. We're not, Audrey, we're not out for long. We're trying to stick to our guidance regarding COVID, so, but yeah, just a wee quick extended walk with her today, so hope everyone's doing okay, keeping strong. We need to all find our own way through this and dig in, because we will get through this. It won't always be like this. It'll definitely change. Things may be different for a while, but I guess a lot of what we value is going to remain the same, so we need to kind of focus on that. But yep, chuffed. Second go in the hammock, but today with the mat underneath. It feels comfortable. It feels a lot warmer. I can feel, because the Thermarest, the Neo Air that I've got, it reflects a lot of the body heat. It's got a really good R rating, so it should be good for sub-zero, and I can actually feel that as it's radiating some of the heat back up, so that's made a big difference, much more enjoyable. So I'll remember to bring that. I'm keen to get the hammock set up whenever I can. If I set it up in the garden, I'm going to need to put the tarp up, which I've not done, but I've learnt a couple little knots. I think that I should be able to put the tarp up over the hammock, just in case it rains or snows. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm probably going to try and get that set up this weekend. Get a wee night out in that. Without her, I want to test it myself and see how cold it is. She's loving it. So yeah, not much to report. Yeah, I've been enjoying watching a bit of YouTube. This guy Shug, he finishes his YouTubes. He's like, he's got his American, like, all secure in Sector 7. And he does all these like cool sort of mannerisms and stuff. So YouTube's good for that. You find the occasional little gem, and Shug's definitely one of them out in the States. So all secure in Sector 7. Alright folks, that's us packed up, leaving no trace at all. Not a bad little spot. Might end up doing a wee overnighter in here at some point, once we're allowed to be moving about in overnights and stuff. So yep, thanks again for tuning in to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors, getting into the big outdoors, and she's just been having a snuffle about and something. She's nice and cosy. Looks like she's shaking, but she's not. Trust me, I can feel her warmth through her jumper. She gets that wee terrier excitement. So yeah, that's us heading down the road. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, give me a wee thumbs up, subscribe if you've not, give me a wee comment. It's really important to get as much feedback from you guys out there as possible, so really appreciate your little positive supports and your feedbacks and your questions and comments. It's much appreciated. So thanks again. Hope everyone's taking care out there and getting through the COVID malarkeys, and aye, take care. Till the next time. Come, Audrey. Come. Audrey, come.